Hello, everyone. My name is Matthew. I'm your Vice President. Welcome to our second podcast. Hey, I am joined by Rose, who is our PR, Nick, our treasurer, and Ronnie, who is our executive assistant. If I could get everyone to introduce themselves and their roles. Let's start off with Ronnie.
Hi, I'm Ronnie, and as Matt gracefully introduced me already, I am your executive assistant. Yay!
Tell us what you do.
So I guess I'll be helping the other execs with their roles, with their duties, and as well just a general, if session is running again, I guess with the general takedown setup and just running a session and stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, he does everything. We actually do nothing. Just
Yeah, he's our exec carry. Anyways, Rose, tell them what you do.
Okay, so I'm the PR, which is short for public relations, which means that when we're up and running, I'll be taking photos. You'll probably see me a lot with a camera, and then just smile and I'll take a photo. I also manage our social media, which is Instagram and Facebook. And if you're not already following us, please go and follow us.
Follow us for a good time. Anyways, Nick, tell them what you do, man.
Hi, so my name is Nicholas. I am the treasurer for the badminton club. So basically what I do is I throw money around and make budgets and spend it on things and
What kind of things?
like new equipment, especially our dinners I budget for, and our kind of semester end swag. But like I said earlier, I really do nothing. It's all Ronnie. Just kidding. No.
Yes, so as I said before, I'm your guys' vice president this year. Normally, I would be in charge of tournaments and, basically tournaments and maybe representing Shirley on her behalf. But that's basically what I do. Just kind of chill out until Shirley yells at me. Anyways, I want to ask everyone here how you guys all first got into badminton.
Okay, so how I got into badminton was probably in grade 7. My best friends at the time still is one of my very close friends. His name's David. So him and his older sister were really good at playing badminton. And badminton tryouts started coming. And then I used to play in like the backyard with my sister, so I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm like pretty good. I'll be fine."
Oh yeah, bud.
So I went to the badminton tryouts. I was totally garbage. Didn't make the team, which was, that was understandable. It was pretty bad at the time. Yeah. But after that school year ended in grade 7, so that summer, David and his older sister invited me out in Calgary. There's this recreation center called Talisman Center. And basically I would go there every day and kind of play with them. They wouldn't really teach me, but like I would just get better just by practicing and playing with them. And kind of after that, I decided to start training and stuff, especially in grade like 8 and 9, and then played throughout high school, and then here I am now. That's kind of how I started. It's all because of him, really.
Okay.
He's now stopped playing. Him and his older sister stopped playing, but I'm still the one that's still playing, which is kind of funny.
How far is that, like in terms of like level of competition?
It was a big learning curve, I guess. But they made it always super fun and super accommodating, and just helping me grow and learn as a person. So it was really good.
Okay, so for you, it wasn't more so like outcome based. It was more of an experience type thing.
Yeah, it was more of an experience, and like I always had fun just hanging out with them. It always got my mind off like difficult things as well.
Okay.
So it was always really fun hanging out with them.
Oh, okay. Ronnie?
Okay, guess I'll go. All right, history lesson time.
Hey.
So I guess it all started with so my dad attended U of A back in I don't know how many years ago, but when he was
Connor
there,
Mole?
he was also part of the badminton club at that time.
Oh,
And so he made a bunch of friends there. And after they graduated, they actually continued to play badminton every Saturday. Like they booked a gym at, I think it was the Glenrose Hospital before, but and then they changed to the Royal Alex Hospital.
They have a gym there?
Yeah, they have a gym in the hospital. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
that's wild, dude.
Yeah, so like after I was born, he took me to badminton every Saturday to play with his friends. And so when there are some open courts, I'd play a bit with my dad and stuff. And so I got introduced to badminton at a pretty young age, but it was mostly just recreational. I never really did anything competitive.
No.
I think in grade 8 or grade 9, I joined my school badminton team. That was like my first competitive experience. And then around the same time, I met Calvin Hsu, and he was really, really good at badminton.
Our boy
And-
Calvin.
And we became friends, and he introduced me to this badminton club, the West Edmonton Junior Badminton Club, and that's when I started getting like official, or I guess more training. And I just kept on. Over the years, I joined a few summer camps and stuff, and just kept on playing from there.
Nice. Rose?
Like a lot of people kind of mentioned, I kind of got into badminton in junior high. I guess what's interesting though is that like I actually didn't touch like a badminton racket until grade 7, and that was like in gym, just because my dad is a huge tennis fan. So that's actually what I was playing growing up.
Oh.
So then it was actually funny though, because because I'm Asian and people expect me to be good at badminton, but I was easily like the worst badminton player in grade 7, like in like my combined gym class. And I felt so bad for my friend who was my partner, because she had to suffer like the full 4 weeks with me, which meant that like she served to me. And like if you know anything about tennis, is there's no such thing as clear as tennis, like the badminton clear. You're supposed to like bounce, like the tennis ball bounces and then you swing. So basically I tried to swing and I missed the birdie, and that's basically what the full 4 weeks was like. Like I could not hit the birdie overhead.
You've come a long way since then.
But hey, on the bright side, she stayed friends with me after that. So I didn't, I guess, torture her that much. But the big thing for me was that I wanted to be part of the school team, because I thought that'd just be cool, except obviously I'm disadvantaged here because I can't even hit a birdie. So I basically started training because I knew that like I had to put in like at least a whole year's worth of like somewhat formal training to be able to like even have a remote chance at making it on the team. So for me, I guess like the way I entered that, and it was just kind of like straight from like not knowing how to play to like taking some like club training. And then I remember like I did make it on the team in grade in grade 9. Yeah, I made it on the team in grade 9 though, after a year's worth of training. So it paid off. That's the short story.
Okay, so a history lesson here. So I was actually initially a basketball player, and I guess like where I grew up, badminton wasn't exactly like such a big sport. We were definitely not even a basketball school, but definitely like a big volleyball school. So you can imagine what it was like, you know, like picking up a sport that people never really took seriously. But you know, grade 7 gym class, it was a great time. First time I actually sacked myself. Let's see, what else did I do? Okay, and then that's probably where it kind of started. And then I didn't make the team in grade 7, which was a big bummer. But what happened afterwards was because of how competitive I am, I actually spent the entire summer like afterwards just training, just going to summer camps, just actually practicing in the living room, which was a bad idea because I think I broke like 5 light bulbs a week or something like that. But that's okay.
Were your parents cool with it?
Light bulbs are cheap. I just told them that it was my brother, so it was fine. I mean, I also played with some of my other friends who took it pretty seriously, like outside, because the school wouldn't exactly let us hang around, and then made the team in grade 8, and then I have had competitive experiences before, but like that was the first time that like I was, having competitive experience in a different sport, and then just played all the way through, and then grade 12, I think something just turned on inside me, and then got really motivated, and that's how my partner I got a silver at provincials, which was, I mean, that game was that anyone could have won that game because like every set went to a deuce. So that's how my career ended, and here I am. It took me 3 years into uni to actually join a club, and that was probably a really good decision to make because here I am with all of you, all of my little minions.
Haha, you're funny.
Uh-huh.
I remember seeing the first day you joined. I remember I was like, you were playing with, I think, June, and I was like, damn, this guy must have trained. Because I was like, you played really well. And I was just like, oh, okay. So it would be fun to play with him. So.
Yeah, except I kind of tilt pretty easily sometimes. I tilt off the edge of the earth, and then like everything goes downhill.
That's okay.
But thankfully, I've been more consistent. I think I don't know how it's going to be when we all can play again. That's going to be. Oh, that's
moment of truth.
Oh dear. But yeah. So like, yeah. What's your favorite part of badminton, guys? Whether it's like the sport or like the club, anything,
For me, it's probably just all the friends I get to meet, and kind of whenever I'm in the moment of playing, I forget all about the bad things. I'm just kind of focused on the game and then having fun as well. So I think that's my favorite part.
It's so edgy, man.
What do you mean?
No, that's a very good point. Yeah, I think usually, I think for me it's the same thing. Like, I don't have to play for anything. It's more like a social. It's more like a social kind of experience for me. Like, I do like meeting people in the club and stuff. I do like hanging out with friends, and so like I feel like it's way less stressful just playing like for nothing rather than like something's on the line here. So. Definitely also like regarding the sport, it's probably like I definitely like the pace of it. Like something about hitting an object in the air as hard as you could with like essentially a stick is somewhat satisfying and kind of satisfies my sociopathic tendencies in a way. So yeah. Anyone else got something to say?
Ronnie, what's your favorite part?
Just the exercise. Just kidding.
The exercise.
Definitely the social part of badminton club. Like ever since I joined, I've met like so many great people, like all of you guys, and so many more people in the club.
All our lovely club members listening to this.
Yep.
But I think I would agree with what all of you guys said. I think the community aspect is really a big part of our club, and just getting to know a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And like through badminton, I think for sure there's something about like just being able to like play badminton without having to worry about like anything on the line. There's something very like a badminton game's not relaxing, but in a way it's like you can focus more on the experience of playing badminton.
Yeah.
Like, especially when, like in the moment, like sometimes you feel yourself playing, you're like in the mood, and you just feel like you could go anywhere on the court. It's just like a really great feeling. It's like you're flying on like the court, like when you're really into it, and then you can like focus on the play rather than like, oh, what's at stake here? Like, what am I gonna lose, or like what can I gain? Although I mean, in a way, you always gain bragging rights, so like that's a pretty good prize. But Yeah.
Sounds romantic. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I like about like I guess my current involvement in the sport is like at least at the club, you're not really competing for something. You're sort of competing against yourself in a way. Like you're like yeah, I mean you're not really under pressure to play like to be like, you know, win something, but you're more like you kind of naturally want to like push yourself to get better so you can like move up move up the ladder in a way. And I think that's like more satisfying than like playing for like an external reward. But that's just me.
No, I think that's true though. When like we play, it's just like you compare against yourself, so you're more motivated to improve your skills, whether that's like through playing with the different people like at a club or like taking advantage of our coaching program. Here's a plug-in right now. Yeah, we have a wonderful coach to
just help you.
Yes, just help you like push yourself and just keep on improving.
Yeah, so what do you guys think motivated you guys to become execs this year? Particularly, like, all our new execs, which in this...
Wait,
it's just one.
Okay, I'll go first then, but you guys better answer this after. I feel like for me, though, like, this is my first year in uni, or I finished my first year in uni, and this was, like one of the clubs that I joined, I actually stayed with. I think not exposing my other clubs here at all, but I think like I just really wanted to become more a part of this club and just see like what I can do to like help out. A main part, like I mentioned before, though, is because like of the community here and just the opportunity to meet like a lot of other people. Like I think in a way it's harder to socialize in uni because of all like the huge classes. So just having the opportunity to like go to like our badminton club and being able to like meet other people who are also like interested in badminton, and then you just like use badminton, I guess, as like the catalyst, to get to know people. As an icebreaker, basically.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that too. It's really hard. It's really hard to meet people in like classes of 400 when you probably sit by a different person every time you come to class. So, yeah. Who wants to go next? Tell us why. Please tell us why.
I did it for the resume.
Dude, I'm gonna come kick your ass.
Come down here 3 hours away.
Dude, I'm not really, man.
I mean, you've been to my house. You know where it is.
Yeah, I know where you live.
The reason why, for everyone who wants to know, last year there was a badmintology tournament, and for those of you who don't know what badmintology is, basically it's one of the team tournaments. So kind of like the one we run in the wintertime. There's this company called Badmintology. I believe it's Vancouver and Calgary based. Or there's
Calgary and Toronto. Calgary and Toronto, I think.
Toronto, yeah. It was either Calgary, Vancouver, or Calgary, Toronto. I couldn't remember one of the cities.
Someone Google this.
But yeah, basically they have a team tournament, and so you get a group of 5 and you guys play. So Ronnie, Tiger, Matt, and
Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
We all went and got our asses whooped.
Yeah, we got our asses whooped, but we had a lot of fun. So that's why Matt, they stayed over at my place for the night, so that's why they know the address.
Yeah, I slept on the couch.
Sorry, back to topic. What was it again? Oh, motivation. Yes.
Yeah.
Why did you stay as an exec?
I think back I think 4 years ago, me and Shirley were talking about maybe joining the exec team, and then that we just kind of decided that the club is something that we both really enjoy doing and kind of want to bring that friendly atmosphere as well, and we thought we'd be a good fit for the team and kind of also help lead and kind of grow together. So I thought that'd be a lot of fun. So that was kind of my motivation.
Ronnie?
Nice. So I guess so in winter 2019, when the elections, around election time, so there weren't actually any people running for the secretary position. And basically, Nick kind of dragged me into it. So that was why I was the secretary for last year. But being the secretary last year, it was like very, very fun and like very, very worthwhile, I'd say. It made me learn a lot over the three semesters, spring, summer, fall, and winter. Mm-hmm. And I really found out that I enjoyed being part of the exec team, because got to like meet so many new members, as well as like kind of giving back to them or like doing stuff for the club. And it like kind of made me feel responsible, kind of made me feel like more of an adult, I guess.
Yeah, I feel that too.
I found out I did grow and learn a lot, and I want to continue to learn more this year, and kind of like continue giving back to the community and meeting more people and just doing great things, I guess.
Wow, that's really noble of you, kind sir. Yeah. So on my side of things, when I joined in fall 2018, I think, like, I don't know I can't remember whose voice I kept on hearing. It was definitely Shirley's was the loudest voice I kept hearing. Like, it's like, hey Matt, run. But like, I mean, I wasn't sure how like the club really works at first, so that's why I went for like not the big three roles, like, you know. But I mean, yeah, then I think I decided last minute to run for PR last year for spring summer 2019, and I had no idea what I was doing, but thankfully most of the returning execs were quite patient with me, and I think being, at least, even though I didn't really do too much in terms of like, you know, administrative type things, but I think bring some ideas like our, you know, now that we have our now somewhat thriving social media, I think it kind of like motivated me to like, you know, keep giving back and stuff like that, you know. And this year, nobody decided. Well, actually, yeah, I kind of ran out of effort again. But, you know, I wanted to take up VP this year because I wanted to organize tournaments, you know. Usually, that's because in the past I was always the one who was participating. I thought it'd be a cool experience to see what's like, you know,
see a different side of the coin.
Yeah, to be the one who's probably going to get yelled at.
No, but now you get to do the yelling. So is your point being that you got tired of being yelled at?
You know, like I don't like being yelled at, and I don't like yelling at people. You know, that's just not my character.
That's good. You can make a new way of doing things.
The megaphone needs to happen. So basically, just want like, I think one of the things was I want to like promote the sport on like a wider level too. Like, yeah, we do run our open tournaments, but I also want to figure out like how we can utilize our current resources, like our social media, to, you know, do more outreach. It just feels like my duty.
Now it's like that inner voice, that's the loudest voice, just telling you to keep going.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're motivated to do that, Matt. I'm sure you'll do a good job.
Yeah, except right now, I'm not too sure if I'm even going to get a chance to do that.
Well, hopefully, fingers crossed.
I'm hoping at least by winter we have something going.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So how's everyone else's summer been so far? Like, what have you guys been doing?
I've been doing car stuff.
Car stuff?
Yep. That's been costing me an arm and a leg.
Are you modding your Civic or what?
Yes.
Like, what are you doing to it?
I have an exhaust on the way, which is very illegal and going to make really loud noises. And just fluids, maintenance stuff. So,
I see.
You know, and playing games like Near Automata.
Near automated. Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I think a few of our badminton members actually have kind of taken up video games. I saw Burton said he built a totally new computer yesterday when I was playing with him. So a few other people are also just kind of
spending that good syrup money, right?
yeah. Currently turning to video games as an alternative right now.
Uh-oh.
I know kind of a popular right now is Animal Crossing as well. I know a lot of us
I can't even afford a Switch right now.
there's people either playing a whole bunch of different games, Animal Crossing, their Switches.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen a lot of that with our club actually. So I found that quite interesting.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we're seeing a lot of different ways people are keeping busy now.
I heard baking's like a huge trend.
Oh my
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ronnie stays up to 5 a.m. playing video games every night.
Well, I did hit diamond in TFT.
Oh, you did? Wow. When was this? You didn't show me the video.
What?
This was last week or
last week now?
I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've been either playing video games, but I was lucky enough to get back my summer job at the city of Calgary.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm working home on the weekdays, and then on the weekends I am back at my kind of real estate job. So that's a lot of fun. So I'm kind of busy every day, but I still got my evenings to kind of relax and.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been mostly just doing whatever, picking up a few clients here and there, but that's about it.
That's good. Rose, what about yourself?
I don't think my summer is that interesting. I did kind of dabble into some baking, and I mean, I think it's fun though, just because there's so much time. And then, I guess eating lots, and can't wait for badminton to come back to lose all that. Food babies. But other than that, I think on the bright side, I did get to also keep my summer job that I had planned to go to. So I have that during the day to keep me occupied, and then sometimes I bake on the weekends. So it's a pretty chill summer though. So in a good way, it would be better though if we could be playing badminton.
True.
So
I wouldn't be getting fat right now.
Well, Ronnie, what about your job? Sorry, I know it's totally is that still going on, or it's later in the summer, right?
Yeah. So I'm working in Canada Place now, part of the EI branch. So I have to actually go there 8 a.m. Way too early for me.
Oh no.
But yeah, so I guess that's taking up most of my time.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, during my weekdays it's 8 a.m. as well, but thank God I work from home. I literally set my alarm to 7:55. I roll over out of bed, turn on my computer, and I'm like, okay, good morning.
I wish I could do
that. The first 2 weeks we had to actually go into the office to train, but since I was a returning person, basically I was just kind of there to help people learn. Mm-hmm. We would sit at our desks, and we were all spread over throughout the whole entire building, and it was just the summer students that were there. And then we'd have Microsoft Teams, and they would display a PowerPoint, kind of like an online lecture, and they would just show off the training. And I did that. I would walk around and be still 6 feet apart. I'm like, okay, click on this, that, and trying to help people.
Damn, you big boss.
Damn. They usually they take back 3 or 4 returners, and then to that the rest are usually pretty new. So yeah, it was kind of fun just kind of helping people through the day, and it was the first time I was actually outside of the house. Yeah. Coming back to Calgary, so that was nice.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
And getting out of the house.
To kind of see other human beings is kind of a treat at this rate.
In person? Wow, that's shocking.
I know.
Yeah, I'm so bored these days. I figured out how to work out with a bucket of water. It's actually insane. That stuff gets heavy, dude.
I believe it.
Next time we can do a podcast, just be how do you work out with the bucket of water? I'm sure all our members can get a bucket of water and work out with
it works because, you fill it up part way, but, you can dump out some water as you get tired. Like you can do a lot. You can do bicep curls. You can do shoulder raises. Whatever you.
These are endless.
The possibilities are endless, and I'm actually really sore today because, like, it worked. So, yeah.
Wow.
All right, guys. That's all the time we have for today. This is Matthew, your vice pres, signing off.
All right. Thank you for your time.